Happening today in appeals court set to hear emergency arguments over President Trump's deployment of the National Guard to Los Angeles. This all comes just hours after the president called out Governor Gavin Newsom for not stepping in to stop the violent riot, saying in part, quote, "I did incompetent Governor Gavin Newsom, who doesn't have a clue, the favor of a lifetime, one of the worst governors in history." Attorney and president of American Frontier, Mahek Cook, joins me now. Mahek, great to have you on the program. 10 U.S.C. 12406 specifically allows the president to activate the National Guard when regular forces are insufficient. The LAPD said they were overwhelmed. The LAPD are quote unquote regular forces. So what's the issue here, Mahek?
Look, Todd, I think that we're going to continue to see President Trump's executive orders and his constitutional base continue to be attacked by Democrats like Gavin Newsom because he's politicizing his office. We can clearly see sitting miles and miles away. I'm sitting here in Columbus, Ohio, exactly what's happening in California. You have riots, you have ICE that's being completely overrun. So what President Trump did as the commander in chief under his Article 2 powers was send in the National Guard as a defensive move to protect the individuals in LA. And what we're constantly seeing is Gavin Newsom try and usurp his authority. The president has the authority to call in the National Guard, and you nailed it. Under 10 U.S.C., the execution of federal law is necessary here. When you're looking for a defensive posture to actually protect federal building and ICE officers, that's exactly what President Trump is inclined to do. He's trying to defend people today. And what Gavin Newsom is doing is politicizing this by going to court and saying that he should be making these decisions. The fact is he cannot veto or override President Trump's legal authority here. He's going to lose in the Ninth Circuit. And this is a waste of court resources and taxpayer dollars.
Yeah, look, it's one thing to be liberal leaning if you're a court. We all know that courts have been liberal leaning, some of them since the dawn of time. But it's another thing to ignore the facts and the law entirely. And I think you're right. If the Ninth Circuit doesn't back Trump on this, this is ultimately headed to the Supreme Court. And I think based upon the obvious, they have to go along with him. Before we let you go, I want to get your thoughts on this. Judge extending block on Trump's international student ban at Harvard as another judge dismisses the case of teachers unions suing Trump administration over $400 million cuts to Columbia. I don't want to focus on the Columbia thing. There's no way that a judge could have said anything other because no teachers union has standing in this case, and that's what the court said there. I want to focus on Harvard. Does Trump win that battle with Harvard in the end, in light of the fact that this ban does not apply to all colleges, just Harvard?
President Trump's going to continue to win because remember, this whole ban against Harvard was because of anti-Semitism, the fact that there's CCP and Chinese nationals, and you constantly see what's happening today. These judges are continuing to say that an elite institution like Harvard gets to determine national security. Once again, Todd, this is a push on President Trump's executive powers. He has, as a commander-in-chief, not only the executive powers over foreign affairs and national security, it means he regulates immigration to protect the United States of America, not Harvard. So again, this is a creep up on constitutional powers that President Trump and solely President Trump has. He will be winning this case, but I'm seeing a lot of these cases going to the Supreme Court because every single Democrat and every single institution, including Harvard, is challenging President Trump's national security experience and authority.
Mahek Cook, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.